crop top is one of the easiest styles you can sew anytime, any day. And guess what? I made mine in less than 50 minutes. No pattern drafting, no lining, just straight up cutting and sewing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. JVK here. In today's video, I will be showing you how I made this beautiful crop top with a turn-up sleeve and collar. It's actually part of a two-piece outfit. So if you would like to see how I made the matching wide leg trouser, make sure you watch till the end so you don't miss out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you love easy and stylish DIYs like this. The measurements and materials you will need are right on your screen, guys. I will be using this African print fabric. It's not even up to 1 yard, but it's just perfect for this style. If you want yours a bit longer, or if you are bigger than me, you can go for 1 full yard or more. So let's jump right into the cutting. I started off by folding my fabric because this is a cut together top and I want to cut both front and back at the same time. Watch closely please. I folded it twice. Let me unfold it so you guys can see it better. This is the first fold. The length like this is the normal African print 45 inches length. I like the design like this. One side is different from one side, but they are together. I did not join it. So after the first fold it again the second time like this. This is the crop top length. Everything here is 16.5 inches, which is perfect for my crop top length of 16 inches. I will use a bias to hem the crop top with the ½ inch left. Remember, the shoulder is unfolded already, so I won't be needing any seam allowance for the shoulder area. It's settled already. Make sure the crop top length is exactly your top length plus hemming allowance. If your fabric is enough, you can use 1 or 2 inches for your hemming allowance. After that, next is to mark out your round bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches for ease and seam allowance. Mine is 36, divided by 4 is 9, plus 1 inch ease allowance and also ½ inch sewing allowance. That's 10.5. I will mark it down to the hem line. For the armhole, I'm going to use 9 inches. You already know how to get your armhole measurement. Your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Mine is 7.5, but because this is a free cut together crop top, I added extra 1.5 inches to the 7.5 to get 9 inches. You can add just 1 or 2 inches to yours if you want. After marking out the armhole, I will curve it down to connect with this other line. As you can see, our top is forming already. Next, I will place my tape on the shoulder and mark out the shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus ½ or 1 inch seam allowance. Then from there, you mark out your sleeve length depending on where you want the sleeve to stop, plus ½ or 1 inch seam allowance. Remember, the sleeve is a turn-up sleeve, so add sewing allowance to it. I marked it at 6 inches plus ½ inch, that's 6.5 inches. After marking it out, connect it down to the armhole with your chalk. Here, I was contemplating on adding extra 1 inch to the 9 inches for extra ease, but then again, I left it. For the neckline, I marked out 3 inches for the wideness. This is the shoulder divided by 2 plus the sleeve length. I extended the sleeve by ½ inch and connected it down to the new 10 inches armhole. I cross-checked down here to make sure the measurement is accurate. Next thing I'm going to do, I will place my tape on the 3 inches neck width and come down by 3.5 or 4 inches for the neck depth. Shift to the extreme and mark it out again. Then use my curve ruler to curve the neckline like this. This is for the front neckline. Remember, we are cutting both front and back together. For the back neck, place your tape there and come down by 1 inch. After marking out the 1 inch, curve the back neckline just as you see me doing in the video. After that, next I will start cutting. So to cut, first I will cut out the back neckline. Then cut from the side up to the shoulder. After cutting, before you cut the front neckline, notch this center here like this so you don't get confused after unfolding. Next, unfold it, open it and place it like this. Please note that you should go ahead and cut your front neckline following this curve we marked earlier with our chalk. Here, I am cutting this other side just because of the pattern on my fabric. I want the cube shape design to be at the left side of my front top. So please ignore this entirely and cut through the initial curve we marked with chalk just as my index finger is directing. After cutting the front neckline, go to the back neckline and mark out 6 inches, just as you see me doing. This 6 inches is for the back opening, so you can comfortably wear your top or so the top can pass through your head. I want to add button instead of zip. You can still use zip for yours if you want. After marking out the 6 inches, I will use scissors and open it up. This is what mine looks like. After that, I will unfold the crop top, arrange it well, place it the way it's supposed to be, and show you guys. This is the back opening. Note that you can make your 7 inches. Just use any measurement that will let you wear your crop top without stress. But for mine, I use 6 inches. So to sew, we will start with turning the back neck opening with bias. Just the opening, the slit. After turning it with bias, I will then sew and attach the collar to the round neck. These two pieces, I will use them for the turn-up sleeve, one for the right side and the other for the left side. For the measurement of these pieces for the turn-up sleeve, the length should be the same length with your round sleeve. Then the wideness is 4 inches. When you fold it, it will be 2 inches. You can make yours 3 or 5 or more depending. So to attach the turn-up sleeve, open up the crop top like this. Get the pieces for the turn up. As you can see, I have folded and ironed it already. As it is on fold here, it's 2 inches. To sew the turn up, watch carefully how I placed my top. The right side should face down, while the wrong side of the fabric faces up. Use chalk to know the difference. Wrong side facing up. Get the turn up and place like this on this sleeve hem region. Then sew with ½ inch from one end to the other end. I'll just use office pin to hold it down and show you guys. I am done and this is what it looks like. Come to the second sleeve end. Remember, this is the wrong side of the fabric facing up. I will place the folded turn up like this and stitch down. I will use pin to hold it and show you guys. I am done and this is it. Make sure yours is like this. Before we sew the turn up sleeve proper, this is what I will be using for the collar. It's 2, as you can see, one for this side and one for the other side. For the collar measurement, it depends on how big or small you want yours to be. It's definitely going to be the same measurement as your crop top neckline. I will still show you guys. I just used pin to hold it down here. Back to our turn up sleeve. To do the turn up, turn your crop top to the other side. This time around, the right side of the fabric should be facing up. On the sleeve area, turn up this, more like folding it in, so as to hide your stitches for it to stay. If you fold it, you run a stitch. First one here on this end, second one at the center, third one here at the other end. Come to this side and repeat the same thing. This is what I was trying to explain for you guys. Just place it like this and stitch it all the way to the other end. After stitching, you turn it up like this towards the right side of the fabric. Locate the midpoint and run a stitch like so. Also, stitch down both ends. Please, if you are interested in learning how I made the wide leg jumbo pant, that's the trouser of this crop top, check out the video card that just appeared at the top right of your screen to watch it now, or later you check the description box. I will link it up for you guys there to watch. I am done stitching the turn up and our turn up sleeve is ready. Back to the collar. Here, I am just trying to design my crop top by mixing the pattern so it stands out. I used pin to hold the collar to the neck just to see what I have. This is the back opening. Remember to first turn it with a bias before fixing collar. So before we fix the collar, turn to the wrong side of the crop top. Let's couple it first. After arranging it well, I will take it to my sewing machine and stitch the two sides just as my index finger is directing, from the hem to the armhole to the sleeve hem. Here I am using a bias to turn the back opening. Remember to add button loop as you turn. Turn it carefully and neatly, just like you see me doing. I am done and it's very neat. See our turn up sleeve, very neat as well. Turn it and sew both sides. This is it. I am done coupling. Next is to hem the down part. Turn your own with the hemming allowance you added while cutting. Mine is half-inch hem allowance, so I will use bias to hem it. I am done and this is it. Our crop top is giving already. See our turn-up sleeve. This is the finished look, guys. As you can see, I have attached the button. For the collar, please and please, check the video card that just appeared at the top right of your screen to watch a well-detailed video on how to cut and sew a very neat collar. I will attach it to the description box so that after the class, you can check it out and watch it. After watching it, you can then use that method and fix your collar. Click on this picture to subscribe now and on your notification bell for the next mind-blowing tutorial. Thanks so much for watching till now. I will see you in our next class. Bye!